Boys, this is not a drill. Breaking news, Baki Rahen Chapter 22 leaks. Our boy Pickle has returned and Jack Hanma is here, most likely ready to have some fun. Of course, alongside the ultimate instigator in the entire series. Crazy stuff, let's get into it. We fought the peak, which is Baki Rahen, concluded for a little bit after not getting the full fight between Jack and Yujiro for now. Even though it was a very intense few chapters, we didn't get that fight. However, something else that many of us, including me, have been waiting for years may potentially happen instead. And honestly, this may be even more hype, as to this day, the first fight between Jack vs Pickle may very well be my favourite in the entire series. At least when it comes to ranking it on the insane meter, it's definitely hovering around number 1. And now we could be getting it again, with both Pickle and Jack being more buffed than they ever have before. As a quick reminder, the final chapter of the previous manga, Baki Rahen 2018, featured the long-awaited return of Pickle, alongside him having a new design far buffer than ever before, hunting these various small creatures going on his ultimate bulk, with the conclusion of the chapter foreshadowing the rematch between Pickle and Jack, alongside Motobe revealing how Jack, when it comes to one's intentions of battle, which for him is just to win, be the strongest creature alive, is the most purest version of that in the world, and really no one can overcome Jack in that regard, apart from potentially one, Pickle, who fights for the sake of feud as a means for survival, which makes his matchup pretty cool, with Pickle probably still to this day disrespecting Jack the most in the series, considering that he literally defeated him twice in one day. And it would have been a third if Baki didn't stop Jack when he tried going again. But when it comes to the chapter itself or the leaked panels, we got this one, Pickle with his homeless man drip, once again pulling it off unlike anyone else, making it look absolutely fire. Don't know how Pickle does it, but he does, looking incredibly huge. As I mentioned, he's gotten that bulk. Casually walking down the street, a common factor in his initial return was how he's somewhat integrating with society, at least to a lower degree, smiling at other people, being somewhat friendly, minding his own business, hunting the various animals, not really fighting anyone. And then, as he's walking in the street, he runs into our boy Jack Hanma, who's also dripped out, chilling with his hat here, but looking at the ground, of course potentially hiding his rage, as so far since we've got the return of Jack and of course the beginning of his arc, he hasn't really mentioned Pickle that much, only on one instance that I broke down in another video, and it was more so the other character, I believe Tokigawa, bringing him up in the conversation. Jack has pointed a lot of his, I guess, redevelopment, his evolution you could say, to Motobe destroying his teeth for the second time, making him realize that he needs to do a change. However, Pickle did a similar thing, and potentially to a more severe degree, absolutely destroying Jack's whole face, his whole jaw, all of his teeth multiple times. And even in that one panel where he screamed, once again his teeth are flying everywhere. You'd think going through that would impact Jack more than his little clash with Motobe. However, based on what Jack has said in the story, it seems like that isn't the case, which is strange. But now all of that doesn't really matter because both of them are here now, and I'm definitely certain Jack wants to fight. But the question is, does Pickle want to fight? I've gone over how it's a possibility that Pickle has changed somewhat and isn't really about fighting, but none of that is outright confirmed in the series. We see him here in one of the leaked panels stop his walking and notice Jack, potentially connecting to his PTSD that he had, viewing Jack as this wasp when he would have actually been killed by Jack, setting up that move when he was unconscious. A similarity between Jack Hanma and Masashi Miyamoto, two characters who made Pickle view pretty much the only creatures in his time that were able to damage him and leave lasting impact, apart from the scars from the T-Rex of course, with him viewing Yujiro as the T-Rex in the series. So the question now is what Pickle sees looking at current Jack, who's far more deadly and far stronger than what he was in the past. If we are actually going to get their clash now, hype is through the roof. Baki Rahen continues to deliver with peak chapters, But of course, we have a full chapter to await for in the next few days. Subscribe to the channel, I talk about Baki and all fighting manga stuff here. Turn on notifications if you haven't already. Check out Gamersubs with my 10% discount code on screen now, link in the description. Shout out to the members, the mad lads. But that's it guys, peace.